All right.
Yes. This is Double A Sports with Anthony Two and Andrew Van Kira. How you guys doing today? How are you, Andrew?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Tired. She woke me up. But
Well, it was for a good reason, man.
debatable.
All
All right, anyways. You, Andrew, I know you got some things to talk about, so you kick it off.
right,
Because I got a lengthy thing to talk about. Lengthy.
I will keep it brief. The sports equinox or renaissance of right now has been amazing for me. I attended opening day. So the Yankees have started up. They are starting off pretty well, 3-2. Not bad, not bad. 2 wins over the Red Sox. I'll take it. Hockey's going to the playoffs. That's great. Quick NFL thing. Derek Carr got his bag.
Is that surprising?
No, but still, 120 million, almost all of it guaranteed, is nothing to sneeze at.
Of course, but is it really surprising though? He took that bum team to the playoffs.
He did, and then they got his boy Devontae Adams. Like, he wasn't going anywhere.
No.
We knew he fits that team so perfectly.
To be fair, yes. But football, we're not talking about football because
no, we got to go into the main event of what is going on right now. The only sport currently in the playoffs, your favorite, the NBA. But first, we have one more thing to talk about. The greatest event on television.
What?
The WNBA draft.
Oh, I mean, I don't really care about the WNBA draft. No disrespect for the women. Y'all are buckets.
No disrespect.
But I got to see what the regular season's looking like. Because I'm not going to lie, most of you females, I never heard of y'all. But y'all are drippy. I'm not going to give you what you guys came out with the draft. That one girl that came out with the fitted, that matched her suit, that was fire. But hey, we'll see what it holds, bro. We'll see what it holds.
We will see. Hopefully the New York Liberty can do something this year. That'd be nice. Are you asleep or are you angry at me? I cannot. I can't tell sometimes.
Give me 1 second. This is required. See, you really brought out the worst in me. You really did. So this is what you're gonna get.
I was gonna ask if you enjoyed WrestleMania.
WrestleMania was garbage. That last fight was poop. The best fight in that whole entire card was Johnny Knoxville, bro.
Hey, don't disrespect Pat McAfee. Do not disrespect Pat McAfee. That was awesome to watch. I had fun watching that match.
You can have fun as long as you want to. All I'm gonna say is, bro, WrestleMania was poop.
Yet somehow got more views than the Super Bowl this year. I'm sorry, more social media attention than the Super Bowl this year.
Of course. But you said the WNBA, bro? Hold on. My phone is wilding right now.
It's a funny story, and I mean no disrespect to the WNBA when I tell this funny story. So I went up to Beachmont the night of the draft, actually. I wasn't there to watch that. I was there to watch the Yankee game.
Uh-huh.
And the Yankee game was not on TV.
The WNBA draft was on?
It was Yankees and Blue Jays, and the WNBA draft was on the main TV. The Mets were on another TV. And there was something else on the other TV. It was like Showtime or something.
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you, it took a lot of energy to contain myself in that bar. Thank God I did not indulge in anything else because I was very fidgety waiting for that channel to change.
Liberty doing something this year? Don't get me wrong, I love Sabrina Ionescu. She's a bucket, but that organization is just a dumpster fire. So
I mean, at least the owner was willing to pay for chartered flights. I mean, there was that whole thing.
I don't care about that. Forget that. Pay for your team to be good.
You're a New York team, man. Pay for the big bucks. I mean, their salary cap is like nothing, but like still.
Anyways, we're not talking about that no more because I got bigger things to talk about.
We do got bigger things to talk about.
Yep, we're going to talk about those garbage play-ins yesterday. Let's talk about them Nets. Oh, my Lord.
Do you want to start with the Nets or do you want to talk
yeah, I'm going to start. I don't care about Cleveland. Where's Cleveland going? They're going to go to the playoffs. Actually, no. I want LaMelo Ball to take them out.
I feel bad for Cleveland because I feel like this could have been a year where they could have maybe made a run if they weren't so hampered by injury.
But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
You know what happened? Kyrie gave him buckets. 34 points going. What was it? 11 or 4? No, yeah, 11 or 14.
He and KD, I know, missed one shot combined in the
No.
first half.
Oh yeah, no.
In the first half, yeah.
First half they didn't miss any. No, KD had missed. No,
I
KD
think
missed one
KD
shot.
missed one. KD missed one shot.
Kyrie was 7 for 10 and a half. But hey, Kyrie, you guys need to stop playing with him. I tell you guys this every week, and I keep telling you again, stop playing with him. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. And that abomination of the second playing game between the Timberwolves and the Clippers was absolutely. Andrew, I'm glad you didn't watch that game.
Honestly, like, good for Minnesota, but oh my god,
The Clippers blew a 20-point lead.
again?
Yeah, again.
I mean, it's the Clippers. I'm not even surprised at this point. I would call them the NBA's version of the Falcons, but that would inquire that they actually had expectations at some point.
They do have. You have to realize Clippers fans do have expectations.
And that's sad.
They've always had expectations with Chris Paul.
How do you have expectations when your team has never made it in the second round once in its entire existence?
You know what's bad? This is first Minnesota's second playoff win in history, and their first one was in 2004.
I swear, if the teams in the playoffs end up being the Timberwolves and the Pelicans, that'll just be hilarious.
You know what Arian told me, my roommate? He said he wants the Spurs to play the Grizzlies in the first round and just get murdered. I said, what the hell is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
You get murdered worse by the Suns.
No, that's what I meant, because they're the 9th and the 10th. He said he wants to let them play the Suns in the first round and get obliterated. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Does he just want a hard reset, or
I don't know what he wants at this rate. I think he wants Pop out. I don't know what he wants. Because
Pop's got a lifetime contract until he's ready to retire.
He does, but I mean, you have to realize something. Stop putting Josh Primo on the best players on other person's team, bro.
Oh my god.
Josh Primo is literally the NBA's toy, bro. If they really wanted to, JaVale McGee could have a field day on Josh Primo. I'm so serious, bro. I'm so serious.
Oh man.
Well, hey, I don't know. You think Chet Holmgren's still going to the draft? Absolutely not. I don't want him.
Did he not declare yet?
No. I don't think he should.
Why? He's still probably going to go top 3, right?
Soft.
I mean, yeah, but why wait to be exposed or injured in college? I would still probably go now.
You're still soft. Like, don't get me wrong, Chet Holmgren is a great player, but like you're still soft. In the March Madness, what did you do? What did he do?
He had a tough time against the other good bigs. I think Drew Timmy bailed him out a bunch of times.
Of course. Who the player man is, you have to be able to take adversity and realize like now is not your time. This is Chero's year. Chero, he's definitely going. I think he's going 1.
This is a draft where I haven't seen a clear-cut number 1. I think it's going to be more so determined by what team picks 1 than any particular player. Because let's say if Detroit picks 1,
they're taking Paolo, bro.
Yeah, probably Paolo. I mean, the default would probably be Paolo, but I'm just trying to think.
But here's the thing: do you think he's going to play the 3? Or you think he's going to play the 4?
I think you have to put him at the 4.
You don't have to, because here's the thing: what big in the league right now handling the ball like that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like nowadays, especially with a lot of teams, the 3 and the 4 are kind of interchangeable. You can kind of,
because you still have Sadiq Bey, and Sadiq Bey has played out of his mind this season, regardless of them being trash. It all depends, to be honest. Like, we have to see where it goes. I mean, Chet Holmgren, I
just really hope for his sake he doesn't end up in Orlando.
Orlando, baby. Welcome home. Welcome home. That's where he's going. He's going to be playing with Mo Bamba, Markelle Fultz, and Cole Anthony. What it do, baby?
And don't forget Jalen Suggs.
He's not from New York. I only care about Cole Anthony. I only care about Cole Anthony. Even though Cole Anthony is a sellout.
Oh, my God.
And Patrick Beverly, I'm telling you, he's a pit bull, bro. He is a walking pit bull. That man was talking so much smack to everybody yesterday. And you know what he said about Ja? Well, I told you what he said to John. Let me go to Twitter. Actually, you go on Twitter. I want you to read it. Type in Patrick Beverly.
Okay.
I want you to read this.
Patrick Beverly. Wow, he's trending. We celebrate Minnesota. Hold on, there's like a lot of stuff here.
Go to his Twitter page.
Oh, his Twitter page. Okay. At PatBev21. He has an interesting Twitter page.
Look at the most recent tweet he put up.
Hold on.
Just on Memphis.
Memphis. I'm not seeing it. I feel like I'm missing something. Is it a reply or is it like?
No, it's a full-on tweet.
When did he post this? Like how long ago?
Hold on.
There's a lot of profanity on his Twitter.
Oh yeah, you should know that.
Oh, I think I found it. Memphis Grizz up dancing or talking crazy tonight, huh? Oh, okay. Good luck rest of the way.
She's stupid.
Why are you riling up Ja?
That's the last thing you want to do.
Why are you riling up Ja?
You want to give you 50? Go right ahead.
Oh my god. Now I kind of hope Ja embarrasses him. I kind of do, because there's nothing funnier in playoff basketball, than seeing pissed off Patrick Beverley.
Oh, it's hilarious. But the thing is, when it goes his way, it's not pretty.
No.
Then things go his way. No, nothing was more funny than to me that I wanted the Timberwolves to win, and I hate the Timberwolves organization mostly because of Kevin Garnett.
Wait, you hate Kevin Garnett or how they treated Kevin Garnett?
I hate Kevin Garnett.
Really?
Do you not hear what he said to Tim Duncan?
No, I do remember this. Okay,
yeah, no, I don't respect people who do things. I mean, I get you're talking trash, but like,
my issue with the Timberwolves usually stems from Glenn Taylor, their previous owner, and the way he handled stuff. But that's me. I always look at the ownership usually when it comes to whether I like or dislike a team outside of players.
They let KG do whatever he wanted, so I mean, I can't respect that.
Then they wouldn't even retire KG's number, though. They
did.
Oh no, they finally did. But for years they had decided not to, and he delivered one last little jab at KG when he sold the franchise to A-Rod instead of selling it. Well, Alex Rodriguez, the former Yankee.
Yeah, I knew who Alex Rodriguez
I know you know who.
is.
I was explaining for the viewers at home.
If they're watching sports, they should know who A-Rod is.
That's a good point. Anyway, so he is taking over ownership of the Timberwolves with an ownership group. The other ownership group that was KG's. How do you? It was the same offer. How do you not sell it to the guy who's the best player in the history of the franchise? Like, that just seems like one last little screw you to KG, because their beef has been well documented.
I would do it too. Shout out to him.
Of course, you'd like Glenn Taylor.
I don't like Glenn Taylor. I just like what he did.
Oh my god! All right, so let's get into the meat of what we want to talk about here today, which is the playoffs themselves. Do you want to run through some matchup predictions?
Well, all I know, I saw a Boston fan page saying, "Oh, like how the Celtics went from 12th to 3rd," and they said, Celtics are going to make it to the finals. And said, "Yeah, you guys are going to be first round exits." I hope you guys know that.
All right. Well, shout out to Danny here. Let's talk about his Heat versus whoever the 8 seed ends up being. It'll either be Cleveland, Atlanta, or Charlotte. Do you take any of those teams over the Miami Heat?
I hate to say it, but no.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. Atlanta looks kind of lost. They're kind of just letting Trey do everything.
Trey can't do anything because they're not calling his fouls.
No. Charlotte, I like them.
I love them.
I don't think it's this year. I think they need a little bit more help.
They need Miles Turner.
They need a little bit more defense in terms of depth.
They need to develop James Bouknight as well.
They do need to develop James Bouknight. I like James Bouknight, but he needs to be developed a little bit better. And Cleveland is just too injured. So I'm taking Miami out in round 1. Boston versus the Nets.
Don't even mention that. You already know who's going to come out on top.
So you have the Nets.
I want Kyrie to do what he did last year. Stomp on that Celtics logo. I want him to do it again. Spit on him.
If Ben Simmons comes back in this series, I have the Nets as a lock to win this series.
They're gonna win this, bro.
If they don't have it, I probably would still take the Nets because they have the two best players in the series, and Boston does not have Rob Will.
Rob was out. Rob was
No,
out.
that's what I mean. Yeah,
If Rob was there, I would honestly say it would go to game 7. I would say
if Rob Will was healthy, I'd take the Celtics. To be honest, you know I've been high on the Celtics for a while now.
I hate Boston, so
I don't like them either, but I've been high on their performance. I'm a admirer of Jason Tatum.
I love Jason Tatum. I love Jaylen Brown, but I don't like the Celtics. I like the franchise.
And this might be their best shot to do something, but
no, they're not.
I can't take them over the Nets. I can't take them over a healthy KD Kyrie, especially with now that Kyrie can play every game.
And dropping literally, if you look at his stat lines, he's literally the best point guard in the league. He's averaging 32 since he's been back.
Kyrie, the disrespect for Kyrie needs to end. I'm sick of listening to it. I'm sick of people putting less talented point guards ahead of him.
Like Damian Lillard.
Dame, and I love Dame. You know I love Dame.
I love Dame too,
but no, Kyrie's better. On honestly, outside of who would you honestly rank ahead of Kyrie as top point guard in the league right now? The only one that I think I would maybe is Chris Paul.
CP3 or Steph.
I completely blanked on Steph for a minute.
CP3 or Steph.
That's literally it. That's literally it. Maybe Ja in like 2 years.
But to be fair, you could put Ja in that conversation because Ja's played a full season.
Yeah, I need to see a little bit more, and then I'll put him there. But
for me,
he's projected to be there.
Ja's projected to be the next D Rose.
Hopefully, only in the talent department.
No, we're not talking about career department. Don't play me like that. I'll cry.
All right, Speaking of Rose, his former staple, the Chicago Bulls and the Milwaukee Bucks. This series might end in 4.
It's going to end in 4.
Chicago.
They're down DeMar and they're down Lonzo.
Chicago. I've been saying that lack of depth was going to kill them all year. I just didn't think it would be like this.
Like Giannis is going to have a field day. He's going to drop 50 points.
I've said this before too. Giannis is still the best player in the league. I'm not hearing it.
Who do you think is better than him? The only person I can say
no one. Maybe KD.
Yeah, okay, that's okay. You now you're talking. Now you're talking. Not trying to excuse my profanity, suck off the Nets, but KD's in that conversation. It's between them two.
Of course. It's KD and Giannis.
And then
in my opinion, Giannis is number 1.
What?
In my opinion, it's Giannis.
I could agree with that. If KD wasn't injured, be up for discussion, but he's injured. But behind them is Joel Embiid.
Yeah. I really like the question with Joel has just always been durability. It's can he stay on the court? He
proved it this season.
He did. He had his best season of his career. And we'll get to them next. The Sixers versus the Raptors.
I don't know.
The Raptors look like an upset team. Like I could just see them upsetting somebody.
Because here's the thing. James Harden.
The problem is that Philly traded a lot of their depth for Harden. So if Harden doesn't show up, they could be done.
You want to find? I think Daryl Morey, if the Nets win, he's getting fired. They win a championship, he's getting fired. Well, Harden on that team,
if they win a championship and Ben Simmons comes back
to where?
To Brooklyn. Like if he plays, if Ben Simmons plays and they win a championship.
Regardless, you gave up Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and Ben Simmons.
Well, have you heard what the plan is? Apparently, if they lose first round,
who?
Apparently, it's to fire Doc and bring in D'Antoni. Apparently, bringing in D'Antoni is the plan.
Because you know why? That's James Harden's best friend.
That's James Harden's boy, and that's Daryl Morey's boy.
Daryl Morey's gonna get fired.
They're just gonna do Rockets East.
I'm telling you, he's going to get fired, bro. Because if Nets win a chip, bro, you're going to get fired because you give up so much of your depth. And Seth Curry is actually playing good.
Here's a scary thing, by the way, for Philly fans. Let me just throw this out there. Daryl Morey, and if they bring in Mike D'Antoni, have more loyalty to Harden than to Embiid.
You didn't know.
What if Harden decides at some point that Embiid's the issue? Could we actually see Embiid moved out of Philly?
That's where you see Wells Fargo Arena get burned down.
Yeah, I feel like the city would riot. It is Philadelphia.
you would literally see like Meek Mill, Uzi, like you would see Allen Iverson all join the riot and just burn that whole entire arena down if Joel Embiid leaves. You literally see people with Mazel Tovs on dirt bikes going down to Wells Fargo, burning that whole entire sucker down. Like it's actually concerning. But the thing is, James Harden's contract is up, but I don't think he's gonna resign.
Nah, he's resigning. There's no way. There's no way he makes all that fuss and then doesn't resign here.
You forgot what we're talking about here, right?
Yeah, I know, but still, I mean, mainly it's just because I don't see another attractive option for him. Where else?
He'll
does
make
he
anything.
Go?
He'll make anything attractive. He made Brooklyn goddamn attractive.
I mean, I guess, but I'm just thinking, like, where's he gonna go? Are you gonna go to the Knicks? Where are you gonna go?
You don't really know what James when he wants to put on his fat suit. He put on his fat suit. You really know what James Harden, bro? You really put on his fat suit. Oh, I'm done. I'm done here.
All right, can we talk about the Raptors for a second? Because I feel like this is a team that deserves a little bit more credit than they get.
This team on paper looks like poop,
but they are incredibly well coached, and they play a style of basketball that makes them tough to play against.
Of course. But I was saying, at the beginning of the season, who would have thought?
You know, it's crazy how much of a difference being back in Canada made for them.
Oh, yeah, hands down.
Because, you know, last year they had the whole thing where they were the Tampa Bay Raptors, basically.
the Mickey Raptors. The Mickey. Oh, you know what I got to talk about? Lee Cancun.
Oh, God.
He's not LeBron. He's Lee Cancun.
Oh, my God.
So my friend and me have been in this debate. He said if LeBron wins 2 more rings, he's the GOAT. No, sir. I don't think LeBron is the GOAT.
No.
Here's the thing. I can understand his discussion. If he wins 2
it's a discussion, but
if he wins 2 back-to-back, that makes him 50% for the finals. He'd be 6 for 12. Make him 6 for 12. So I can get why he's saying that. And LeBron is also the all-time playoff leading scorer. He's also right behind Kareem for all-time scoring. So I can see the argument. But one thing I will say, GOATs don't sit there and set up the last game of the season that could push him into the playoffs.
It's also the other argument for Braun that I always hear is he's done it on different teams argument. I don't know if that honestly
I don't respect that.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Because real GOATs of every sport, they played on one team. Tom Brady, bleh, he did it. I hate Tom Brady because
right, he did it on the Pats and then he went to the Bucs, you know.
But he scored majority of his rings.
Yeah.
On the Pats.
Right.
Jordan.
On the Bulls.
On the Bulls. Magic Johnson on the Lakers.
Derek
Jeter, same thing. All these players we're naming all did it on one team. LeBron couldn't get his way on the Cavs because he couldn't stop the truth and the big ticket. So he had to go to Miami. And you know what he did with Miami? They won a chip. Yeah, I think I got tired of Miami because he couldn't stop the Spurs. He said, I can't do this no more. He went back to Cleveland and won them a ring. Granted, that was the best thing he's done in his career.
That was the best thing he's done in his career.
It's
the one time I ever cheered for Braun.
I didn't cheer for Braun. I cheered for Kyrie. Thank you very much. But like, and I don't even count his fourth championship. That's a Mickey championship.
By the way, so first take, Stephen A. put in his verbal application for
I saw
president of basketball operations
for the Lakers.
Now, I would like to submit my application today as president of basketball ops for the Los Angeles Lakers. Let me run down my credentials here. I have about as much basketball knowledge as in terms of looking at stuff that Rob Pelinka seems to have, given how he does on the trade market. I have over 100 championships in NBA 2K. And I would be a great face for the organization.
I'd be a great face for that organization and the Knicks. Stop playing with me.
Did you want to work for Dolan, though? Like, I'd rather work for Genie.
They're like this.
Yeah, I know, but like, I feel like Genie is at least a little bit more loyal to employees, where Dolan will kind of just like throw you under the bus.
Dolan ain't throwing me under the bus because the first thing I'm doing is I'm getting rid of Julius Randle.
That brings up an interesting point I want to talk about. So I was going to get into this in the Western Conference. Oh, so that's our first round playoff predictions. Let's just wrap this real quick with this part. Who do you have coming out of the East? Is it Brooklyn?
For now, yes.
I'm sticking with Milwaukee.
Katie is still salty.
I know, but the chemistry, they've been there before now. They still have the best player in the world, in my opinion. I can't pick against Milwaukee.
For now. We'll see how injuries and everything else.
Yeah, we'll see how obviously everything shakes
for
out.
now. But like, damn, like, how you fix this thing, bro?
I don't know. It's been like that for a while. You can try flipping it upside down.
No, I'm not doing that. So
You gonna just bring the other mic over?
yes, bro.
Okay, well, flip the other one around and I'll turn that one on.
Much better.
All right, hang on.
I'm good now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so how I feel about Milwaukee, in all honesty, is like Milwaukee is a great organization. I mean, they got a great little coach going. They got a great little system. And this year, in my opinion, they lost a little bit of depth. They did. They did. But one thing I will say is that Brooklyn has gained the depth that Milwaukee had last year, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I want to see what Brooklyn's going to do with that depth. And if Ben Simmons comes back, it's going to be a dangerous series.
If Ben Simmons can get even like 70 to 80% acclimated into the Nets like system, I'd pick the Nets hands down. But I don't, as much as I'm a defender of Ben Simmons, I don't have faith in that happen in time for a series in Milwaukee.
Have you not seen him in practice?
I mean, if the game plan is just to throw him on Giannis, like literally just, hey, Ben, just guard Giannis. Don't do anything else.
That's probably what it's going to be.
It probably is. I mean, just set pick and rolls and guard Giannis. That literally might be all he has to do.
That's what it's going to have to be.
Because there's no one else on that team who can guard Giannis.
I think Andre Drummond's going to do when you're mad.
Yeah, no.
Mount Vernon is very best. No.
No.
But the West, let's see what the West is.
All right, yeah, let's get into the West. So, we have the reigning Western Conference champions Suns taking on either the Clippers, the Pelicans, or the Spurs. Do any of those chances have a shot against Phoenix?
Oh, hell no.
I would agree.
Nah. Next. There's nothing to talk about there.
Okay, next. Minnesota and Memphis.
I want to see what the Pitbull's going to do.
I like Memphis, but Minnesota is a team that has the talent to pull off an upset.
Don't play me like that.
But I would still pick Memphis. We've got Golden State and Denver. I think the main question with Golden State is make sure everybody's healthy.
Curry is coming back.
I trust the experience in Golden State.
I just want to let this be known. Who's guarding Jordan Poole? They don't even need Curry. Who's guarding Jordan Poole?
Will Barton?
Baby food. Nom. Jordan Poole is playing out of his mind.
Yeah, I mean, if the Nuggets had Murray and they had Porter
different
Jr.,
game.
completely different series.
Different game.
But I like Jokic, but not that much.
What's next?
Probably what I think will be the best series if everybody's healthy. Dallas versus Utah. I think this could actually be a really interesting series.
Utah's not good.
The interesting part, though, is Luka might be hobbled.
He's hobbled.
He just at a at a quad injury or something with his leg.
That's right, but will he come back in time? That's the thing.
If they don't have Luka, the Mavs are dead in the water.
Oh yeah, they are. Spencer Dinwiddie can't say that.
So, and here's the more interesting part that I wanted to talk about. This you brought up the Knicks earlier, so this is the part I wanted to talk about. If Utah bows out in the first round, is this Donovan Mitchell's last year on the Jazz? Did he demand a trade?
He literally lost back-to-back 10 games in a row. If you don't leave Donovan Mitchell, I don't even care if you're chasing the bag. You're obviously chasing greatness because you're a great shooting guard. You're literally getting compared to Dwayne Wade.
I love Donovan Mitchell. He's one of my favorite players in the league. And the man has shown up in the playoffs. His team has not, but he has shown up.
Oh, yeah.
You need to be – and, God, I hate bringing the Knicks into something, but you put Donovan Mitchell there, suddenly that becomes a lot more interesting.
Yeah, but he's not point guard.
No, you'll bring in somebody at that point. But you could probably find someone to come play with Don at that point.
Yeah, but like, what are you willing to give up for Donovan Mitchell, though?
I would give up Randall to make the money work. I would give up. I would give up those protected Mavs picks. I would give up that Charlotte pick,
Forget that.
and I
Keep
would
the
give up
picks.
probably a pick swap of your own.
Nope. I'll give you Julius Randle, Evan Fournier, and Kemba Walker all on a different dimension. I'm so serious.
There's no way they would take. It might honestly, they might have to take on either Randall or Fournier just to make the money work.
Fournier's getting paid buku bucks for no money. No reason.
That deal was weird when they signed it, and it still don't work.
But hey, not a Mitchell demands a trade, bro. But honestly, what we want is we want the Duke duo and the Duke trio in New York.
Oh, you want Zion and with Reddish?
I want Fat Boy Zion on the Knicks, bro.
Let's get the whole lineup. Let's get Trey Jones back from the Spurs and put what was it, Vernon Carey? Who was the center on that team?
Don't care. He's useless to me.
Hell, Coach K is a free agent. How about you bring him in as the new coach?
Did you see what the city posted that the Coach K he's one of the candidates to be the Lakers head coach?
No chance. No shot.
That sounds like a long shot.
No,
like a long shot deal.
I mean, I'm sure LeBron will call him or something, but no shot.
And you know what Coach K will say? Kiss my ass.
Oh my God.
Coach K will say.
Have you heard that they're actually considering apparently having LeBron be a player coach?
And you guys continue to tell me this man's a GOAT?
Yeah. I just can't wait until he becomes like a minority owner in a franchise. Like he'll buy like a portion of the Cavs and run basketball ops, and he'll be probably worse than Jordan's been with the Hornets.
No, because I wouldn't say that because LeBron's smarter with his money. Jordan is not. LeBron actually knows how to run businesses. Jordan does not.
How much you want to bet he'll buy like a stake in whatever team his son plays on?
He's doing that.
And he'll just run basketball ops for his son's team.
He will. You don't think he doesn't run basketball ops for Sierra Canton?
Oh, my God. Oh, man.
He hands down will do it. But, I mean.
Now, let's go back to the Lakers. First of all, I'm so happy the Lakers didn't make the playoffs. That was hilarious.
I been knew that wasn't going to happen.
What do they do?
Yeah, honestly, like, I looked at the stats.
What can they do?
It's not even Russell Westbrook's fault. No. Stats proved it. He led number one in everything.
Yeah, look, it's not. I don't specifically blame Russ. I just never understood his fit on this team. He was just not the right guy for the team.
He needs to be on his own team.
This was a team that needed depth, not another star player. This is a team that needed solid role, needed to spend that money on solid.
And I thought they had that in Trevor Ariza, Kendrick Nunn. I thought they had that, but I guess not.
The roster was like incredibly top heavy. Honestly, the only guy on that team that I consider bringing back is Malik Monk.
He's inconsistent.
Yeah, but like at least he's young. Like you need some youth on the team. You can't have a roster full of guys in their mid-30s.
Jordan did. It
was a different era.
GOATs could take anybody to the finals and win.
Oh my God.
So Jordan could do it. Mickey Lee Cancun can do it too, but I guess not. I guess he had, and I quote, no help this year. But okay.
All right, so to finish up the playoff predictions, who do you have coming out of the West?
Suns.
Suns?
I want it to be Memphis, but it's me, Suns. What happened?
I'm considering my option here. Because I want to say Suns, but at the same time, I kind of want to be different.
You want Memphis, don't you?
I would love it if Memphis went to the finals. I don't see it happening, but I would love it if it happened.
So who are you going to tell me? What, Utah?
Oh, God, no. I jumped off that train a while ago.
Good. Jump and never look back.
Don't sleep on Golden State.
That's if Curry can stay consistent with the three-pointer, because lately he's been chucking up the ball. I'm not sleeping on Golden State. Jordan Poole is great, but I don't think they have the edge to bring it back this year.
Maybe not, but they have the best playoff experience on that team.
They're the best playoff experience in the Western Conference.
That's the team that I trust in crunch time, in critical moments. So I'm going to go for my finals prediction. I'm going to go Bucks Warriors. And I'm going to have Milwaukee repeat.
That would ruin Steph Curry's legacy. That would really kill that man's legacy.
You think?
Yes. He already took down one of the greatest beasts he could possibly paint, LeBron James.
Now, let me ask you something. Would a repeat for Giannis this year, would that cement his legacy? Because a lot of people have said that last year was, while it wasn't a Mickey Mouse thing, there were so many players injured that like it was a tainted ring.
A ring's a ring, ain't it?
It is.
Besides the Mickey Trophy, I don't care about that. I was in Disney. Nobody was home. There was no fans. That don't count. Last year you had fans. Ring's a ring. Tainted, nothing. It doesn't matter. You won your ring, right?
I feel like you could make that argument for like every championship. Well, if this didn't happen or if that didn't happen.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I would love to see. You know me, I root for the small market teams when it comes to the NBA.
Bucks are not small market anymore, though.
They're a mid-market at best. Milwaukee is still a small market franchise. I would say a smaller market franchise. But they retained Giannis. Giannis is, I salute him, a star who's staying around for the long haul and got the chip. He's still in the prime of his career, still young. Honestly, I think we might, if Giannis wins like 3 or 4, can he enter the conversation?
I need to see more MVPs, and I need to see, league.
Would more Defensive Player of the Year trophies help too?
I mean, anything for his case would help. I need to see more MVPs though, and I need to see some stat lines, like what if he's gonna take over, getting all time scoring, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which obviously is gonna happen. But
yeah, I mean, I would assume, again, praying health, that he will have a long, successful career, and that his game should stay relatively solid.
His game is expanding as we speak, bro. When did this man build a 3-pointer, bro? And the post fade. He's cash apping people. That's criminal. That's criminal to watch. Him hitting a post fade, that's criminal.
Let me tell you something right now. I'm putting this out there. If he wins another chip this year, I don't own a single NBA jersey. I will go buy a Giannis jersey if they win the chip this year.
If Ja Morant makes it to the final, well, no, I'm buying a Ja Morant jersey regardless of summer. But like, that's on the hit. Giannis is definitely on my hit list of jerseys I need to buy.
If the Bucks win the finals again this year, I will buy a Giannis jersey. And I've never bought an NBA jersey in my life.
That's shocking.
You know, it took me a while until I got older to get into the NBA. And then by then I was more just interested in all the aspects of it, less than in particular teams. Especially because like once I started getting into the NBA, it was literally the Warriors and the Cavs every year. No other team mattered. So it was hard to form an attachment with any particular team.
Now it's the Bucks.
You know, I don't want to just say it's the Bucks because I feel like a bandwagon fan doing that.
But you're not. You've been supporting Giannis as long as I've known you.
That's true. So, I mean, I would say I support that team, yes. That would be the team I'd support.
No, honestly, I want to get a Giannis jersey. You know what jersey I'll get? Bobby.
Oh, my God.
Bobby. I love Bobby Portis. But
though, honestly, if Brooklyn wins it, if it's not Milwaukee, God, New York needs a sports championship, please.
I will leave work and go to the freaking parade.
God, New York needs a sports championship so bad.
And I honestly go to that parade, bro. I pray if you see me there, you don't know who I am that day, okay?
You know what? I have a prediction that if the Nets win the chip this year, it will start a renaissance of New York chips. I think it'll push the Yankees towards the World Series. I think it'll push the Rangers towards the Stanley Cup.
The Mets towards the World Series. Stop playing.
Subway Series, World Series.
Imagine.
Would you go to a game if it was a Subway Series, World Series?
I'd lose my mind. I wouldn't care who won.
I would just go nuts. I'd probably try to go to at least 3 games. I would spend the money. I would spend the money to go.
And do you think I care who wins at that rate?
No.
You don't care. If you're in New York, it doesn't matter who wins.
New York, you already won. Set up the parade.
The best one I even had the World Series, but this is like both teams won with a little asterisk next to it.
Yeah, exactly. New York won.
New York won.
New York won.
But I think we need to wrap it up.
Yep, I think so.
So on that note, guys, we'll see you next time on Double A Sports. I'm Anthony Tuitt.
I'm Andrew Vancura.
Have a good day, guys. Is this the last show?
I don't know.
Why'd you lie to me? End the show. End it.
Because I needed you to come here.
Next time you tell me that BS, bro.